Hello, I am Certified Moth. Thank you for stopping into my video. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much. Super good to have you back. And if you're a first-time viewer, hello, thank you for clicking on my video. So today I'm going to be doing another sketchbook tour. It's only been like a little over a month since I did my last one, or I guess a bit more by the time this actually gets uploaded, but yeah. So this was my 18th sketchbook, and it is it's a moleskin. I was under the impression that it would be like the other moleskins I've gotten where it's like really good with a lot of different materials, but it's not the same type, I don't think. I think it might just be like a sketching only book, not an art sketchbook, like just a sketchbook, if that makes sense. I don't know, but it was not the best paper. I wouldn't get it again, but yeah. I bet it'd be really nice if you only did pen and pencil sketches, but I like to use lots of markers and stuff, and highlighters and stuff, and even like basic highlighters would bleed through, which kind of sucks. But anyways, so on the front I decorated it with these constellation stickers. They're just from Michaels. They ended up getting this weird texture underneath them of like air bubbles or something, which is kind of too bad, but whatever. Then on the back I have these plant stickers, also from Michaels. And the back cover, another plant sticker, a sticker from the Contemporary Calgary Museum. Or gallery, I don't know. And then some more stickers. Hatsune Miku, a creeper. I think these were both either Walmart or dollar store stickers. And then this is a Josh Hutcherson sticker thing, or it's just like a piece of paper. Somebody stuck these all over the dorms. Like there were so many of these, and I just found one of the last remaining ones and I took it and put it in here for safekeeping. So yeah, this sketchbook had 44 pages in it, and it took me from December 31st of 2023 until February 9th, 2024, so not too short, not too long. I went through some phases in the sketchbook where I would draw a whole bunch of pages all at once, and then I would draw barely anything for a couple weeks. I was having trouble keeping up my motivation for this. I've been pretty busy this second semester of art school, so yeah. So for my little intro page of the sketchbook, I drew my OC Lisbeth. Just some like little chibi things of her. I used to draw like this all the time, and I don't really much anymore, so I thought it'd be fun. And then these are all done in Posca marker, just some little outfit experimentations. And then the first intro page, so obviously these markers bled through, even though they're paint markers, they bled through the paper, so I just did a whole layer of acrylic paint over everything. That is my OC Winifred. And then I just wrote my goals for the sketchbook: to do scenes, backgrounds, to take my time, do colored pieces, do spreads, and then work on this demon species of mine. So I definitely worked on the scenes and backgrounds a bit more than usual, not as much as I should have. Then I took my time, yeah. I did not do colored pieces because the paper sucked, and then spreads I did not really do. I mean, obviously to fill out a sketchbook you just do a spread on each page, but I didn't do themed spreads, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I drew this in the on New Year's Day, and then this side of the page is Winifred and Elizabeth in these like fancy dresses. I think they're cute. Although I think the height difference is kind of off here, because I mean, it's not really, I haven't decided that much yet, but I do think that Winifred is quite a bit taller than Lisbeth. Then I was playing around with their color schemes. I think that Lisbeth is going to be that sort of green and purple color scheme. I don't know. I only have my Ohuhu markers, and I think that I would really benefit from doing this with my Copics because they're a lot less bright. And I don't know, again, Winifred's, I'm not a big fan of this color palette on her, but again, I think it's the markers more than anything else. But yeah, Winifred is supposed to be like this sort of medic character. I think she's pretty cute. I definitely think her outfit could use some more work. I didn't really plan this one. I just like looked a couple of references up on Pinterest and then went with it. So yeah, you can kind of tell. Then in here, I just went to my town's little gallery that we have. And I grabbed a whole bunch of cards that people had left. This guy does really cool mosaics, Keith Gorham. And I was doing a sort of study thing of what one of his mosaics was. Yeah, I was just sticking things in here to fill up a page, not really anything that interesting. Self-portraits. This one does not look like me, but this one, I think it's a pretty good likeness. It was my last self-portrait at 18. I did this the night before I turned 19, so that's pretty fun. I think that's a tradition I want to start doing, just drawing myself right before I turn, or it's my birthday. Then on this page, I was thinking about that demon species again. I originally only had these two drawings on the page, and then I was like, I thought the page looked really boring and kind of bad, so I went in and added all these really fast little doodles, and I think they made the page more interesting. So at first I wanted to do a lot of collaging in this sketchbook, so I had a pamphlet that I went to the eye doctor just to get my yearly checkup, and so I cut a bunch of stuff out of it, glued it all in. I really like this one, like where it's just the two people looking at each other, but the little thought bubble saying, "I want you." I think that was funny. And then I collaged them together and added the lyrics to "I Wait For You" by Alex G. Like the pictures and the words don't connect or mean anything like with each other, but I just thought it looked cool. Then this one, a couple more of the pictures from that pamphlet, another self-portrait that I think is a pretty good likeness. I actually really like this one. Drawing in pen is so much fun. I should do it more often. And then I added the lyrics to Curses by the Crane Wives. I love that song so much, and I was just absolutely fixated on it at the time. And then this is some more Lisbeth. She's super cute. I love her so much. I need to draw more often. And then I just added some like little stickers and some pen in the background, and this was from a book I got. I got a book that has a whole bunch of like symbols and stuff and explaining what they mean, and the price was marked down so many times. Like the original price I think was $40 and I got it for $6, so I thought that was a really good deal and I had to stick this in here. And then this was when I started working on my character Hollyhock. She's from the same universe as Elizabeth and Winifred. I love her so much. This isn't her color scheme anymore, but I still like this design. I just thought the blue and the blue wasn't my favorite. Also, she plays a banjo. I think that's awesome. And I feel like you can kind of tell that I had just watched the new Hunger Games movie at this point, and that's where a lot of the inspiration for her came from, that sort of aesthetic of like the covey. Yeah, the covey. So yeah, I had actually watched A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes at home with my parents. I made them watch it with me, but my mom kind of complained literally the whole movie because sometimes she goes into things and she's convinced she's not gonna like them, and then she just kind of ruins the experience for everyone else. Which, I mean, that's real, that's me sometimes. But I was really into the movie. I really liked it and I liked the music, so I wanted to go see it on my own. And when I was sitting at this train station waiting for the train, I drew just the little scene in front of me. Yeah. And then I got these sushi cat things. I got one for me and one for my friend. Look at them, they're so cute. And they were the two that I really wanted, so that was very excited. And that's why I taped this in, your state of mind is the key to finding sushi cats, because I got both the ones I wanted, so I was like, that's so true, that's so real. And then, yes, this is all three of my lovely girls from that story. That's more like Hollyhock's design now, like with the orange and the purple and the pink. I like that one a lot. And then I tried out some blue and pink for Winifred, still not a fan of it. And then, I don't know what I did different for Elizabeth here, but I don't like this one as much as the first iteration with color. Oh yeah, here's my ticket from the movie. Oh yeah, and I went to one of those really fancy theaters where like it's the reclining seat and it's like really soft and comfortable. It was awesome. I didn't even realize when I got the ticket. I just thought I was going to a normal theater, so I was excited. Especially for a movie as long as that. Yeah, so I drew some of the characters I liked from this. These aren't the best likenesses. I used alcohol markers. I started with like a really light one and then layered and went with a dark one. And I think it's a really interesting way to draw portraits, but I was just struggling getting the likenesses down, so yeah. I definitely want to play around with this again. I got some highlighters and some click art pens, and then this was planning for that video I made, the creating my Gemsona video, and I'll link that in the iCard. It didn't do too well. I wasn't really expecting it to because it's a pretty niche video topic, but yeah, like I was saying in that video, these early designs do not look like a Steven Universe design. They're too loose. Same with this one. This one I can see, but it didn't feel like me. Then yeah, some of the later designs look more like what I ended up going with. Oh yeah, here's that receipt from the bookstore where I saved all the money on that book. I saved $34. I'm still proud of finding that book. It was like tucked in the very back corner. I was almost worried I wouldn't get the discount on it. But yeah, that's pretty close to what the actual final design looked like. Yeah. Then this was just the packaging for a button my parents got me. They went to PEI and they got this button and I decided to stick it in here. Then I have this, what do you call it, paint swatch thing. I picked up a couple of those, and then I just drew some bugs on it. I really like this beetle. I think it's cute. I love drawing bugs. I think they're a really cool aesthetic, but they kind of freak me out in real life. There's something about them, I don't know. Then that's my OC Amaris. I love him. I was drawing with this new glass pen I got. Hold on, it's right here. Oh no, my Hatsune Miku figurine is sitting on the box. Sorry, I'm just really happy with this thing. I love these. I've wanted one for so long. They're super cool. But as expected, all of the ink, well actually the red ink didn't bleed through the paper, but the black ink on the next page did. Then that's my OC Teva. He's cute, I love him. He's changed a lot since this in the end of the sketchbook. I don't know, I was not feeling his design. I was not drawing him. I didn't like this design on him, so yeah. Also this face looked horrible, so I redrew it. That's more of a Mars and Teva. They're so cute. This was definitely a reference from Pinterest. I don't know from where. I think it was from a movie or something, but I thought it was cute. These drawings were like some of the drawings that made me absolutely just fall in love with this sketchbook. I think they are so good. Obviously that cowboy hat didn't turn out, but they're cowboy centaurs. I don't know, there's something about these sketches that are just so good. Something really changed with my art in the sketchbook, and I don't know why, but I'm very happy with it. And I think this is pretty much the start of it. Then I was drawing some clothes. I want to get better at folds and stuff. I really hated these at the time, but I actually think they're really good looking back on them. I think I hated them because at the time I was convinced I was bad at drawing clothes, so I was like everything that I made I was convinced was going to turn out bad. Yeah, more clothes, then more of that Gemsona design. That's me, not me, it's my Gemsona, and then my friend Caramel's Gemsona. Go check them out, I'll link them in the description. This is the start of the pages that I did for my how to fill out your sketchbooks faster video, which will also be linked in the iCard if I remember, probably, hopefully I will. So that was a self-portrait I did. You can see like my phone and my tripod in the way of, because I was using my iPad as a reference and I was actively recording this page. Then that's another little self-portrait thing. Some figure studies. I'm really happy with all these, except I forgot to record most of them, which kind of annoyed me, but whatever. More figure studies. Again, like I was actually putting in a lot of effort to make these look pretty, so they look a lot better than my normal ones do. More figure studies where I went a bit looser. Then I did some hand studies that I'm really happy with. I wish these were on a whole page by themselves because I really love these. More figure studies. Again, I'm really happy with these. I think this is more of just my art really improving this sketchbook. Like, these are definitely a lot of the best figure studies I've ever done, I think. And I do attribute a lot of that to, in my first semester of art school, I did a lot of figure studies in real life, and I think that really helped. Then there's another Elizabeth, and then there's Winifred, and then there is Hollyhock in the background. Very cute. I was just drawing these with pen. I think this was the part of the video where I was talking about like letting go of perfection. So yeah, I mean, I don't know how good of an example this drawing was considering I fixed it 3 separate times, but yeah. Then this is my OC Clara. She's from Amaris and Teba's universe. So cute. I love her. I love her. Then that is me. It was freezing cold. I was freezing my ass off, but I drew myself looking all warm and bundled up. And then I was doing, this was like I think this was just a random house I found on Pinterest or something. I really like this drawing a lot. I just drew it with this green pen. No, this was alcohol marker. I just chose colors like this, but yeah. So I went in with like, again, the light one and then the dark one and then line art. I'm a huge fan of doing it that way. Mostly because I hate taking a whole bunch of time to do these. I don't really enjoy drawing houses, so this is a very fast way to do it. Then I did like a room study. It was definitely pretty fast. I didn't line it. Then there's another hollyhock, very cute. I ended up putting some Mod Podge over it because I was really worried it was gonna smudge. Yeah, this is another example of just making sketches that I think are really high quality in this sketchbook. Like, obviously, it's not perfect. I think that upper body is way too long for the lower body, but I still think it's just like, I don't know, I really enjoy it. This is probably the first time in several years at least that I've made a sketchbook where I'm actually very, very happy with a lot of the drawings in it, so that's always exciting. And I think that was partly because one of my goals was to take my time with this one, because I have a bad habit of really rushing. And I'm aware of it, I just never stopped it before now, so yeah. This was from the segment of the video where I talked about taking my sketchbook everywhere with me, except it was like -50 when I recorded this part of the video, and I was like, I'm not going out and taking my sketchbook and drawing. So yeah, I drew the view out of my window in my dorm. I drew the view of my desk. I said this hand was really bad. It's not really. Like, there's some angle issues, but it's not that bad. Like, I think there's more issues with this tripod than there is with the hand. Then yeah, drawing more stuff from life. I drew my burger that I got one of these days. I gave it the caption "Evil and Fucked Up Burger" because it looked nasty, but it was good. I don't know, I'm like very tempted to make a sticker out of this. I think it'd be funny. Then this was another view from my dorm window, looking down at the tree and the cars below. Pretty cool. Here I was working on another OC, Marianne. I think it's funny that his name is Marianne when he's a guy. I don't know, maybe I'll change it eventually, but still, I'm still riding the high of finding that funny. These definitely are not what he looks like now. I had a lot of trouble with him. I'm still not happy with him, but like, what he looks like right now is a lot better than this. Yeah, more designs of that. He plays the fiddle. He actually used to play the violin. He was like a very, very well-known violin. He came from a family of musicians, and then he picked up he started playing the fiddle instead. I mean, if you know about violins and fiddles, same instrument, just different ways of playing them. I thought that was an interesting way to have a character. I don't know. That's more what he looks like now. I was playing around with color schemes. Ugly. I don't hate this one. Yeah, I drew him in his violin era, and then in his fiddle era. He's much happier playing the fiddle, I think, because he's like out of that super, what do you call it, like controlling atmosphere. Why am I hating? I literally play the violin. I mean, I guess I also play the fiddle badly at both. I do both very badly, but oh, this page looks like shit because it's literally just planning. So I was planning for this drawing project I had. Hated it. It was a drawing device. So for my device, I used a balance board, and then I held a canvas with some paper in it and a marble covered in ink. Yeah, I didn't really love that project, but then I really enjoyed the critique for it, so And this is just the box for an eyeshadow palette my mom gave me for Christmas. I still haven't used it. I don't wear makeup, but it was colorful, so I stuck it in. Yeah, it was still cold when I drew this. Like I said, it feels like -46. I think it got even colder after this. That's me all bundled up to go outside. Aww. And then that was like a shadow of me in the snow. And if you're like, why did you go outside if it feels like -46 degrees Celsius? I don't really have that good of a reason. I was supposed to get pictures for a project I had for print, and I was like, yeah, I won't wait any longer to do these pictures. I'll do them today, that's fine. This was a drawing of someone on the train. I like drawing people on the train. I don't know, it's kind of weird, but it makes me very self-conscious, but it's a lot of fun. Then that's my travel mug. I definitely drew this during art history. These were probably also art history. It's like the sort of lineup of these characters. She's definitely shorter than this. I keep drawing her too tall. Lesbians. These aren't even OCs of mine. I was just in the mood to draw lesbians. That's real. That's so real. I love... This is another thing I want to make into a sticker. The most important rule of glass blowing is to always have fun, and then there's somebody like getting lit on fire by molten glass. I think it's funny. There's more Marianne. She's so cute. I love her. I like her little braids, especially when I draw her with like this chibi style and they're flipping up. I think it's very cute. If you couldn't tell, she's like kind of dragon inspired, but like she's so cute. Ooh, I'm excited about this page. So this, as you can tell, it says tuna sandwich. She's holding a sandwich. It's like light beams going out from it. So what this is I just found this random reference on Pinterest. I think she was holding like a glowing teacup or something, but I was like, that's kind of boring. So I made it a sandwich and I was like, ooh, tuna sandwich. And then I realized I could remake this, but make it me, because I love tuna sandwiches. And I did, and I'm currently working on a painting for it. Actually, I was gonna say I'll show a picture, but I'll show a picture later on when there's a thumbnail of actually me in her place, but yeah. Then this was another Pinterest reference drawing. I was drawing some plants. This was in English. Boring. I hate English. Yeah, these aren't too bad. I don't hate English. I'm literally just hating right now for no reason. Yeah, there's that. That's me. That's me with a tuna sandwich. I'll put a picture up. Awesome. Just randomly stuck in a tag from Hot Topic. This is a little comic I made. So I'm a pushover, but I said that, oh, I'm gonna be a Bachelor of Fine Arts student instead of a Bachelor of Design student because I never want to have to do design work for a client because I feel like I would hate that. So that's like the #1 reason I did fine arts instead of design, because I didn't want to do commissions or anything. But no, I got pulled into it anyways. My cousin made me make her a logo. It was like unpaid work. It was for the community, it's fine, but like, ugh, I hate doing any sort of design work for anyone. Yeah, my room at this point was incredibly overwhelmingly messy. It still is. I've got a tiny dorm. There's no room to put anything, so everything is always messy. But yeah. Then that's me, guys. That's me. I love this doodle. I got some Animal Crossing amiibo cards. Doodle a sandwich. The wrapper from a chocolate. Lisbeth. Me. What does that say? Week 2. It's already so over for me. Yeah. I think it was like week 2 of classes and I was already so busy and I was like, this is gonna be hell this semester, and it kind of has been. Anytime you see any of these notes written at the bottom of pages, it was definitely because I was drawing these pages while I was in class. So as we're in class, we constantly are bringing up stuff that is interesting to me, like things I should be researching, things around the city I'm interested in, artists I'm interested in. So yeah, a lot of these notes are from art history. of like artists I'm interested in, but yeah. I got really into playing Wobble Dogs. Very fun game. I love it. It's so silly. These were some of my early dogs. There were Stubbs, the Beast, Wallet. There was Brett Pooper, Crack, Bird, Torque. I loved Torque. Goopy lasted so long. I kept extending her life so long. And then there was Tapeworm. I love Tapeworm. There's more Mary Ann, Hollyhock, Leg. There's Loaf and Crouton. Why? That's my self-insert dog breeder OC. Yeah, I can be normal about my interests. Lies, I cannot be. I love Crouton. I miss her. I ended up I stopped drawing my dogs after this, which is too bad because I've ended up with some really fucked up looking ones. It's such a fun game. If you have I don't know, I think it's what, $20 for this game? Maybe more, I don't know. 30? I don't know. If you have the money to get this game, it's so worth it. Another paint swatch thing. Then the lyrics to Masterpiece Theater 3 by Marianas Trench. Banger song, I love it. Go listen to Masterpiece Theater by not Marianas Trench. No, I think it's Marianas Trench. Now I feel like I'm going crazy. I think it's them. Yeah, go listen to Masterpiece Theater. Banger album, did not get the recognition it deserved. It's so good, especially Masterpiece Theater 3. So good. I've been obsessed with that album since I was 12. If you grew up in the Warrior Cat fandom, you know. You know. So I drew a Maris. He's so cute. Some jellyfishes. This tile pattern. Specifically, I chose the lyrics from the very end of the song. The end of that song makes me go crazy. It makes me lose my mind. I love it so much. This was I was trying to draw some more designs for me and my friend's Gemstone Fusion. I think I like this one a lot. And this one. I drew these in art history. I had to recreate this picture for art history. I liked this drawing a lot. Is it kind of it's kind of Julia from Draw Core, right? Not the kind of art she makes, but her avatars. I don't know. It's been too long since I watched them. Yeah, more doodles. My dad paid for this bag for me. It's this really cool Etcher Lab sketching bag. It's really nice for it fits art supplies really nicely. It's really good for plein air drawing. You can add a tripod to it and use it as a stand. It's cool. It's pretty cool. I'm kind of obsessed with it. But it's too cold to go out sketching right now because I live in Canada. I think these were either art history or English doodles. There's some hollyhock. I hated this at the time, but I actually think it's kind of cute. Yeah, I was very much feeling the art block. I drew these fucked up legs and got pissed off because they looked bad. Yeah, this was definitely in English. Because I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but I think I've got pretty bad anxiety, so sometimes when my brain will just hurt randomly or something, or I'll have a headache and I'll be well, I guess I'm dying. I'm having a brain aneurysm. So I drew this self-portrait and I was girl, I'm dying. And then later on I was yeah, I didn't die. I was just being dramatic. I think I was just hungry and thirsty. Then I drew one of the people sitting in front of me in that class. Then I drew this kitchen thing on this page. Oh, I wrote the date for some reason. That was January 25th. I drew this kitchen. I really like this kitchen, but the entire time I was drawing it, I was kind of losing my mind trying to figure out if it was AI generated. And I kind of hate that's something I'm worried about now, but it very much is. I was really hoping it was just one of those really aesthetic kitchens that somebody's set up for the sake of taking a picture, but I don't know, there were so many plants and so many oranges, and the thing that really got me was these two sinks. There were two sinks, and they weren't the same type of sink, and they're right next to each other, and that feels suspicious to me. I don't know, why would why would a kitchen have two sinks right here next to each other? They're different styles. I don't know, I hate I don't know. I don't like referencing stuff from AI because, I don't know, it just feels weird. I don't like it. Here's another sticker I want to make. It's if heavy metals are so bad for my body, why are they so good for my soul? That's real. I was printing and we use oil-based inks which have a lot of heavy metals in them, and because they're oil-based, unlike acrylics, they'll like pass through your skin barrier and get absorbed, and I was covered in ink. Like, it was bad. But then I was like, you know what? Might as well find the humor in it. Then I was trying to plan out which videos are going to be going up when. Old Sketchbook Tour went up February 6th, didn't post anything. I gave up on that video and deleted all my clips. Sorry if you wanted to see another week in the life of an art student. Too bad. February 13th, I didn't scrap this idea, but it got very postponed. February 20th, if this goes up on the right day, yes, I think that actually will be the day this video goes up. My birthday was like the beginning of the sketchbook, but my parents got me this Splatoon expansion pass thing. I didn't have Splatoon 3 at the time. I don't think they realized that, so I had to go buy it. But anyways, yeah, now I have that. Except my dorm Wi-Fi is too bad to do any of the multiplayer stuff, which sucks. This is when I started getting sick of Teva's design. Started trying to redesign him. He has a braid now, isn't that cute? Pencil case sorting did get turned into a video. Cool. I just realized earlier when I promised a picture of the painting I'm working on, that painting is not done yet. It looks really bad right now because it's still in the middle point of painting it. I'll still put up a picture, but it's gonna look bad, so sorry. This is Teva and his family when he was little. Aww. His mom does not look like this. She looks gross in this. And then his dad. I'm still very much working on his dad, but I want his dad to have turf bangs. I think that's funny. What does this say? Oh, that's just Teva lore. Okay. Yeah, that's him with his braid. There's various kind of sad, edgy, emo lore reasons for that. Teehee. I love making my OCs sad. I drew the people ahead of me on the train again. Awesome. This came on a shirt that I thrifted. It was from Cider. Yeah, I went thrifting. I don't know if Cider is a good website to buy from. I don't know, but I didn't buy from the website. I bought it from a thrift store. Then this was just drawn from life. I went on a walk and I drew some houses I saw. Then down here I wrote Milm. Man, I love marching bands. Because I got really into watching the Blue Devils, the Beat My Heart Skipped. Banger show. You have to watch that. You have to watch it. You have to. Then this is the layout of my dorm. As you can see, yeah, it's pretty fucking cramped. Like, there's no room for anything here. This is basically what I'm working with. This tiny little hallway of room. It's kind of bad. But then I was like, you know what? It's not that bad. So I drew this and I was like, you know what? It ain't much, but it's home. And then I crossed out it ain't much, but it's home. Aw, that's cute. Then this was just the view from my bed. And then I crossed out all the stuff back here because it looked bad. So you can see my bed and my leg. Whoops, almost skipped a page. I went to my favorite cafe, got a chai latte, drew the view. This window is wrong. It's supposed to be split into 3 vertically, not 2. Yeah, that's my favorite coffee place, tea place. I actually haven't tried their coffee, just their tea, because they have really good chai lattes. Like, totally worth a $6 charge for it. Canadian too, that's Canadian money, so yeah. That's Teva and his dad. Aw, so cute. And that's his mom. That's more what she looks like, but she still looks quite different from this. Oh! I know that meme is completely dead by now, but I drew the male-female horror meme with Tava, Serafina, and Amaris. I hadn't drawn Serafina yet in the sketchbook. Whoops. That's my persona thinking that I can't fucking handle it anymore. And like, I wish I could say there's specific context for why I was saying that, but that's just like a basic daily thought that I'm starting to have now. Then there's some Amaris. I love him so much. Not to have favorites, but he's my favorite OC. He's always been my favorite OC that I've had ever since like I first made him in 2020, so yeah. I decided I want to try bringing back his weaker jaw, because that used to be a thing. He used to have a weaker jaw, and then I was like, I didn't feel confident enough in my drawings to properly implement it, but I was like, that's stupid. If I don't try it, I'll never learn how. So I'm trying to commit to it now, and I think it's so cute. Like, I love a good weak jaw. I think it's a really aesthetically pleasing feature. I love him. Then there's another Tava. Pretty cute. I definitely like him better with this really short hairstyle with the braid. I don't know. I think it's better than the old one. Drew this in art history. This is like, I don't know, it'd be interesting to make a painting out of this. I do mostly self-portraits when I paint, but maybe I should try drawing other people and people from like my mind, not always pictures of me. And like, only in art school will you ever find anyone comfortable enough to just draw butt-ass naked people in class. Actually, maybe not, I don't know. It kind of sounds like something a middle schooler would do too, but yeah. Drew some more Amarises. So cute. This one I didn't like, so I went back and wrote that he was ugly and gay. That's so real, girl. Me too. Then I redrew that face, but like more stylized. I drew it super stylized. I drew a foot. I wrote down that I love my girly pop. Love him. Is it normal to be this obsessed with your own characters? Probably not. I forced my dad to take me to an art gallery for a project I had to do. So this was our parking ticket, or not ticket, our receipt. That's Winifred. I had a whole page that I hated, so I just drew some sketches of her and then threw some crayon on top of it. I love drawing in crayons, but they make such a mess in my pages. This was packaging for some new pens I got. Hold on, it's right here. Yeah, this one, the Food No Suit. Food No Suit. I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna butcher it no matter what I do. Yeah, this kind of pen. Love them. Then I made a little, like, comic thing, I don't know, for the song Will Anybody Ever Love Me by Sufjan Stevens. Is that how you say his name? I think I mispronounced it in the last time I mentioned him in a video. Anyways, yeah, should I read the lyrics? I don't know. Sure, that's kind of cringe, but whatever. It's hello wildness, please forgive me now. So I like drew my feet in the grass and water. Cool. For the heartache and the misery I create, like this one. These were all drawn like freehand with pen, paint marker, and then those like silver markers with the colorful outline. Then take my suffering as I take my vow, another one I like. Wash me now, anoint me with that golden blade. Not a fan of it, but it's okay. Tie me to the final wooden stake, I think was really good. I could not find any references on Pinterest for it because turns out if you just look up hands tied, hands behind your back, they assume you're trying to look up something not safe for work, so they just don't show you anything, so I had to use my own hands as a reference. Burn my body, celebrate the afterglow. I had a very strong idea in my mind of what I wanted these to look like, and they don't look like that, but I don't hate them. Wash away the summer sins I made, it's whatever. Watch me drift and watch me struggle looks bad. Let me go, because I really want to know. It's okay. It's just like water. But I think it looks cool. And then just like the final lyric that I put in here was, will anybody ever love me? I love that song. It's really good. Go listen to it. You are legally required to go listen and watch all the things I mentioned in this video, just so you know. Did another lineup of Winifred, Hollyhock, Marianne, and that's not Marianne, that's Elizabeth and Marianne. Just because to get their heights better, because this is definitely more like what they look like. Yeah. Then I drew Elizabeth again because I didn't love this page, and I'm obsessed with this drawing. That's so her. This was another little comic I made, and I was like, oh yeah, 4 days till these assignments are due. I guess I better start. They'll be easy, and they were both written assignments. And I checked both of them, and one was 400 to 700 words with 3 scholarly sources, and the other one was 3 to 5 pages excluding images, and I almost lost my mind. I thought they were a lot shorter than that. Yeah, I was playing a lot of Splatoon. That's what my Splatoon character looks like, sort of. I can't customize her clothing because I don't have my Wi-Fi pass because it's not worth it because the dorm Wi-Fi is too bad. And that's like what I thought I would look like if I were in the game. If like they had body type customization. And then that's Chris Deltarune. Maybe I'm getting back into Deltarune a little bit. Maybe. Perhaps. Then that was actually a room drawn fully from mine. I didn't even use any perspective lines or anything. That's Chris Deltarune bedroom. Oh yeah, I don't know if you heard of Funguary, but it's just like there's a prompt list of mushrooms and you can draw things inspired by them. So I made some characters inspired by some of the ones, and then I gave up because I was tired of it. But that was the Elegant Blue Web Cap, the Magpie Ink Cap, and then the Pixie Parasol. That one's my favorite. I love her. I love that skirt. A Tava and a Mars that I drew in art history, and it was so loud because I was using this click art pen, which has this really like kind of soft, I don't know, not soft, but like scratchy nib. And so it's really loud when you're shading things in with it. Like, and since I was shading these in art history, it was very loud. I got like kind of self-conscious, but not self-conscious enough to stop. But it was very loud and it took a long time, but I love these drawings of them. And then that's more Amaris and Tava. Tava is not that short. He's kneeling in that. You can't really tell, but... And then that's Tava's mom. That's what she looks like. Very cute. I love her. Some more figure study things. I love figure studies. These ones were looking bad. Then I did some with these note cards and my alcohol markers. These ones are my favorite, I think. I really like this one too. If you use the website Line of Action, this man is going to haunt you. He has so many pictures on there, but you know what? Awesome. I love it. God's Sleepiest Soldier. I was falling asleep in English. It was kind of bad. I was planning for my final page here. This is planning for a print piece I want to do. It's inspired by like this sort of older music poster or whatever, like an advertisement poster where it's like an unforgettable musical experience, I think. But I wanted to recreate it but make it me and talk about art instead, because I wanted to sort of think about like the way people present themselves on social media and how they very much have to like hype themselves up as like the best. Oh yeah, another note from art history, Cloud Cocoon. They did some really cool stuff. Look them up. Awesome. Very cool. That's me. That's so me. And then I ended off the sketchbook the same way I started it, with a little Elizabeth. I love this drawing. I did it again with my glass pen, and I think this is where I was really getting the hang of it. Because my earlier drawings I wasn't really sure, but this one, I love her. I didn't give her braids. Oh my god. I can't believe this. I don't know, do I like her more without her braids? I feel like her braids are kind of iconic, but she also looks really cute without them. I don't know, it's hard to say. I'll put them in just for the time being. just because I want it to be consistent between the first page and the last page. Aw, so cute. I love her. No, I definitely like the braids, I think. I don't know. If you have a preference, say in the comments because I'm indecisive. But yeah, anyways, besides that little detour, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, subscribe, comment, any of those things. I really, really appreciate it. What do I say in an intro? I don't know. I had a lot of fun in the sketchbook. It was definitely a lot of change in it for me, I think. Like, I just think my art has improved a shit ton in the sketchbook because I actually took my time with it. I wasn't rushing for once. So yeah, that makes me happy. That's exciting. I already said the whole spiel. Thank you for watching this video. Goodbye.